the lowest species value nature system. Real science is an identity of reality. That is the perfect value of progression. That is in demonstration of itself. Excuse me, I just ate something like a mango. It has an identity of relationship to itself and an attachment to us at the same time, so we can see it. It's a visible and discernible. The ancients revealed that when your finite value, grouped values, identities of value progression, a value as progression. We are diffusion of value out here, not just in here. We are, when we're messing up out here, we feel it in here, so we know it. But see, this is engineered modern nations to defend roles with what's exploiting that. So things are reversed. We're in how we have positives, actual identity and course, you know, as everything, as the laws, obfuscated, worse than obfuscated. We have criminally foreign influence precedents, not the surface of the value sub rosa, and that's manifest with justifications of it, because all victim predators to jobs, identities of jobs, and where and how identity is a hierarchy in demonstration of itself. Maslow's hierarchy of needs, plausibly, consciously influenced to be stayed for the obfuscation of this, because we have recorded physical delusions and misprision criminality with a whole bunch of arrays, fake sides, fake middle, with crime roles, with psychology, interbranch, private, all tied to, even hospitals, tied to roles with the child offenders through time. This is also how we share a whole bunch of nations as fake sides, manifest with roles. They don't like each other or what? Where we have intercampuses, like on off campuses training of criminal justice, undercover, they're here shared, sick police, who are also psychologists with physical delusions originally and still not let demonstrated. There's a standing exploitation to all points of all areas and states, maintain criminally foreign influence in collusion with that, as only let realized heard voices, pseudo-positive natures, incapable of standing correlation natures, the trinities simultaneously, inherent, active, and progressive means. One way redeems. So the hierarchy is coming in to space nature that it generated, so it was bigger than it before it. Right to left, left to right, and overall up, and overall down, distinctly and non-distinctly, and simultaneously. Sequence nature is important because this is a simultaneous nature. The truth and the value of the past never goes away. Even if one Native American wasn't alive, there's still value. If we're a value of law that's not valuing them, even if they weren't here, and we're not valuing them here, so we're still negative value nature progression. Identity of negative value nature progression, length of high D's. Too long, this little species has been a negative relationship that the identity of all things has to itself, to and as itself, unto it as itself, distinctly and non-distinctly and simultaneously, as the value of our earth distinctly and non-distinctly, as the value of our pupils black, and the whites of our eyes, non-distinctly, everyone the same exact way. All exceptions in demonstration of the same thing, clear value. So we have distinctly different color eyes. Because there's value in discerning what is invisible as positive relationship to itself or not, which is not a physical self. Only semi, and not as a forever nature. It's self, only semi as negative value nature. Or in other words, if not as constantly being made positive value nature. You know. So we can't afford a nature of it. We can't afford to have all liars. So it's easy to pick out people from areas. It's not because we have tactically, consciously, methodically maintained tactically pseudo-educated sciences because they share an identity that is being obfuscated. Because they share a crime method that entertains everyone to roles as pseudo-positives, not realizing how this fits them needing to cover up the lie progressions from the past. From an as a base standing propagated sub-rosa criminally foreign influence. That exploiting all positions of areas. So there's a question, like in people in the minds, like Sonia Sotomayor, how she came out of Bronx is amazing. It's amazing because that's not designed for people to come out of that. And we're not together. You see what I'm saying? We can't afford, we have to not admit that we're criminally re-engineered. We're criminally foreign influence based. See, it doesn't mean we have to blame on anybody because modern nations have the same problem. Even if they can't agree, what denies that can't defend projected ratiocination. Their nature of logic will manifest lies and physical delusions. Natures of theater positive valued by that. Everyone only having experienced that. Not by accident in jobs unworthy of them. Never having had sciences heard. Not one.